most accurate weather forecast in South Texas with meteorologist Juan Acuna.
Welcome back, everyone, and a very good Sunday afternoon to you. It's been all about the heat here in South Texas. In fact, all across the state. We're looking at a live picture from our Nissan Automotive out in Kingsville on Highway 77. 97 degrees, east-southeasterly winds, just a few high-level cirrus clouds over the coastal bend. And you know what? There's a little bit of relief on the way in the form of more clouds, but the heat, unfortunately, going to continue to stay with us. Our water temperature went down out at the Packery Channel at 83, possibly some upwelling going on there. We're holding on to 91 right now. It's 99 in Orange Grove, 101 out in George West, 102 off in Falfurrias with upper 80s from Rockport all the way down into Port Aransas, but the dew points are still pretty high near the coastline. That's why we're seeing higher heat indices near the coast with lesser values inland, because it's a little bit drier for our inland community. So it still feels like 100 from Rockport down to Port Aransas, 107 here in the city, and around 104 to 105 from Orange Grove all the way up into George West as well. We'll continue to have the heat advisory in effect here in Nueces County down into Claiborne County until 6 o'clock. Later on this evening before it expires. If you have any plans for tonight, it's still going to be a warm, muggy night for us here as temperatures fall into the lower 80s with south-southeasterly winds around 10 to 15 miles an hour. Right now, the weather pattern is almost non-existent. The heat is just the main weather pattern right now as we have warm and humid air coming off of the Gulf of Mexico. We have this weak frontal boundary up to the north of us. It's stationary at this point, bringing lots of rainfall into portions of to the southeast right now, and they're going to continue to get rounds of rain for those folks, anywhere between 4 to 6 inches of rain. So it's going to be a pretty wet couple of days for the mid-Atlantic states all the way up into the northeast as well. This frontal boundary up to the north is going to continue to push this one down to the south. It doesn't have a whole lot of cold air. In fact, there's almost none associated with it. It's just a boundary in itself. It's going to push this one down to the south here and eventually stall out into the north central plains over the next couple of days. And right now, high pressure is in control. This is slowly going to nudge off to the west as this big upper level low over here into the up around the Great Lakes region, I should say, is going to continue bringing rounds of rain for those folks there. But underneath that ridge, that dome of high pressure, there's where you continue to see lots of heat for us here. And of course, as we look at the weather alerts here in the state of Texas, we have the most, as we have heat advisories in effect, excessive heat warnings as well, of course, in the desert southwest as well. But seriously, we're talking about dangerous heat here, and this is most of these go until tomorrow afternoon with excessive heat warnings. We're not going to have any here, I should say, but we could see another round of some heat advisories for tomorrow, so keep on the lookout for that. Future tracker, there comes that frontal boundary again. The only thing we're really going to see from this is increased cloud coverage as we go into the next couple of days. But for tomorrow, we're going to get a lot of heat going out ahead of this frontal boundary, I should say. So it's going to be a hot day. Tomorrow's going to be the hottest day of the next 7. But then as we go into Tuesday morning, notice that we start to get a little bit more cloud coverage. In fact, we're looking at mainly cloudy skies as we go into Tuesday afternoon. We're still going to see hints of sunshine, and it's still going to be hot with the exception of just 1 or 2 little stray showers. But again, that's going to be about it for us here as far as changes are concerned. Upper 90s for tomorrow, scorching heat. Heat indices around 105 to 115, south-southeasterly winds 10 to 20 miles an hour, about 93 in Rockport to 103 in Beeville, 106 out in George West, 107 off in Freer with heat indices pushing 115 degrees once again. As we look at long-range rainfall for us here, it is looking mainly dry. Our NEC Co-op Energy 7-day forecast, 74 97 tomorrow. Again, easily the hottest day, near record heat. More clouds Tuesday and Wednesday, only a stray shower, most of us staying dry, but the heat continues by the end of the week and on into the weekend. Priscilla.
All right, Juan.